We're going to heat things up in the Stone Creek kitchen with some fall flavors that are also good tasting and good for you. That's my favorite part. Executive Chef Richard Velazquez from the Salty Sour. We're going to making a dish throughout the show, right?
That's correct.
It's going to start and then it's going to build, right?
Exactly.
What is the name of the dish that you're going to make?
The name of the dish that we're doing today is a blackened Texas redfish with quinoa and lentils, smoked tomatoes, and chipotle lemon butter sauce.
Okay, so we're going to start with, I'm guessing, the chipotle
Lemon butter sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to take a little time. So basically what we're making is a very classic French beurre blanc, which is a white wine butter sauce. So what we'll do is we'll start, because butter and wine makes everything better.
Absolutely.
We'll start with a little bit of white wine. We'll add some vinegar. That's the acid component.
Okay.
We'll add some aromatics, some bay leaves, peppercorns, and shallots.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get this guy up to a simmer.
And not a lot, just a few.
No, not so much, because it's going to reduce, and it's going to reduce by 2/3. So once most of this liquid evaporates, the flavor is going to be really concentrated.
I see.
So once this comes up to a simmer, if we could just get this guy going. Once it comes up to a simmer, then we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream.
Okay.
Let's pretend this is going.
We'll pretend.
And then we're going to add a little heavy cream. The heavy cream is going to act as your stabilizer because we are making an emulsification. So the cream will help stabilize the sauce so the sauce doesn't separate or break.
I see.
So once this is reducing, and we'll let it go for about 10 minutes or so, it'll reduce by half again. Then we get to this stage here, we got one going ahead of time. And basically as this mixture reduces, we start slowly adding cold butter to this. And as we're whisking, we'll continue to add the butter.
And how much butter are you adding?
Well, this is enough sauce for 4 to 6 portions. You only need about an ounce of sauce per person, if you will. So I'd say maybe 6 to 8 ounces of butter. Now you can go a little less or a little more depending on what you like. But
so you haven't actually added any salt or anything. Are you using salted or unsalted butter?
We're using unsalted, but we will add kosher salt at the end to season it. And we're also going to add a little bit of lemon juice, and we're going to add some chipotle chili sauce, or chipotle Tabasco, if you will.
So you're just going to, after it's reduced, then you're going to start to add the butter. And I see it, do you want to keep it at kind of a, it's just hot, it's not boiling
exactly,
or
because
like
if it gets too hot, the sauce will separate.
Oh.
It'll break.
Does it curdle and get
it gets all
it?
nasty. It doesn't get lumps, but it will separate, and it'll just look like, kind of like clarified butter, melted butter.
Oh, gotcha. So
the key to this is add the butter in a little at a time. If I try to add it in all at once, the sauce will get too cold and it'll separate it. If the heat is too high, the sauce will separate. So it's a little temperamental, but that's why we're adding the heavy cream.
Okay. You know what? I bet this sauce would be good for lots of different dishes as well.
Excellent.
So it's kind of like your basic white sauce, white wine sauce, you
exactly.
said. Butter and white wine.
And what's really cool about this sauce is once you learn how to make this, you could add, there's literally hundreds of different things that you can add to your standard white wine beurre blanc sauce to create another sauce, whether it's whole grain mustard or tomato paste.
I love that. I love that.
Lemon zest or fresh herbs, or the sky's the limit. So
okay, so we're going to keep that aside, right? And then coming up in the next, oh, you're going to add some Tabasco to it?
Just a little bit of Tabasco.
Got a little kick to it. Coming up in the next segment, you're going to put together the starchy portion
Exactly.
of it.
I'm going to do a little quinoa and lentils, and I'll show you the preparations for both of those items. It'll be delicious.
Excellent. All right. Basic sauce recipe. I love it. I always love the basics, Susan, because then you can go anywhere from there.